Howdy, 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 howdy. It's Larry, and welcome back to Raft. Oh, this is going to be a fun episode because we're in the dark. No, we managed to get our research table. Now, glorious things start to happen. Let's go ahead and put the stone up here, and we hit research. And now, if you notice, wherever there was a stone in the recipe, it is now green, which is good. And then let's go ahead and do our scrap. That lit up. Let's do wood. Ooh, we finally unlocked 2 recipes. So we were able to unlock the medium crop and the lanterns. So that means we will have daylight. Woohoo! Or I should say light, not daylight. And then ropes. Unlock the bucket and the paint mill. So now we're going to be able to paint our stuff, which is kind of cool. And then let's go ahead and do plastic. And let's learn that. Oh, we didn't unlock any good recipes. Oh, well. Okay, now that we have scrap, let's go over here to our recipes, our resources, and let's go ahead and make a nail. And let's research the nail. And look at that. That just opened up a bunch of recipes for us. But this one right here, the collection net, that's the one that we wanted. That is the big kahuna as far as us progressing. And now we are going to be able to build collection nets, which is going to make our life so much easier, because we're going to be able to attach them to our raft, and they're going to collect stuff automatically for us, because as stuff runs into the raft, it'll just scoop it right up and make life a whole lot easier. So that's what we want to do. And that means we'll be able to do more as far as cooking and gaining water, just like the really important stuff to survive. I mean, what's survival? Who cares? Well, the game would be over if we don't survive, so that would kind of be, well, that would just suck. So we got to eat our little beet there and keep another one cooking. And let's point our raft over. Let's see if we can get over to this other empty raft and take whatever contents there are there off that. And we might be able to get something good. And unfortunately, it's taking us out of our path for all the good shenanigans over there. But I'm not too stressed over that, because we do have food now. And so with us being able to plant our own food, we have taken a big step into not dying. And not dying is good. But we also need to keep on growing the raft, because we want to do the really fun things, because right now we do have the capability of really starting the game as far as progression goes, because now we can build the raft. So because we have to build the receiver and we have to build the antennas to get our first set of coordinates to start the game. And I should say, start the storyline of the game. Because right now, what we're doing is, yeah, we're playing the game, but we're just doing raft stuff. We're just doing technology stuff. We're actually not doing the actual storyline. And the storyline is pretty cool, but the storyline also gives us technology. And the technology that we want are like the engines. By having the engines and by getting steering, it allows us to do a whole lot more in the game. And Bruce, knock it off. Get away. We don't need that headache right now, Bruce. Ooh, but we can grow the raft a little bit more. And so let's make the raft just a little bit bigger. But we're going to have to start eating and drinking or we're going to be in trouble here. So we're going to polish off our watermelons here just to cap us up real quick. And we got to keep on eating our beets. And we're not going to catch that thing. So what a bummer. That's the way it goes. Now, we do have stones. And since we have stones, we could see if we could get over to that island over there. It's a rather large island. Wind's not favorable for us. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see if we can get back into the debris lane and see if we can get some more stuff, which will work in our favor so we can start growing things. Now, we do have plenty of vines, so let's go ahead and get some ropes going. And let me show you this little net here. And we'll go ahead and hang it on the raft. But what we want to do is Bruce can eat the thing. And we don't want to lose it. So what we want to do is we want to build around it. We can walk on it. So it expands our raft. But now anything that runs into this, it's going to get collected. So I've actually made my life a whole lot easier. If we can get 2 or 3 of these things on here, then our growth really starts to happen. And that's exactly what we want. 2 pieces of wood, and I didn't have to do anything. So that's what we like. And what we're going to try to do is we want to keep in this stream of debris. Point the raft with the sail and try to keep us in the middle of this debris field. If we can do that, we can let the collection nets work in our favor. And that's what we want. And that's why I'm going to grow the raft to like 24 wide, 25 wide. And I know that sounds crazy, but I plan on building an ocean liner. That is what this build is going to be. And see, that's the really cool thing is this is a builder's game. Yes, it's exploration. Oh, Bruce, you're a jerk. Yes, it's an exploration game, but it's also a building game. So, okay, let's go ahead and build some more rope. Oh, or collect more stuff. See, my problem is I get sidetracked on so many different things. I'm not drinking water like I should. And matter of fact, I forgot to add water to this. Here we go. I forgot to add water to that. So I get a little sidetracked. And getting sidetracked in this game can be a very bad thing because you could wind up dying from being sidetracked. And see, that thing grabbed our barrel for us. Now, the good thing is, with how our hook runs out of durability, these nets don't. So those nets, all you have to do is just keep on emptying them out and life is good. Okay. Let us throw in some planks. We got some food here. We're going to have to get some storage going, or I'm going to be in trouble here. Let's go ahead and... Is it raining? That seems like it's wet. Yeah, it's wet, so somehow it got water on it. So that means I get to drink this water for myself. And with that glorious drink of water, we have a larger raft. Yes, the gloriousness of magical water. Okay, so I have managed to expand the raft out just a tad, which is nice because it gives us more collection nets. Now, the one bad thing is I did get turned around when I hit an island. And that's the bad part of not having the steering wheel, because now our automatic collection nets are aligned incorrectly. Because if you can see, everything's traveling like this, and it's kind of perfect as far as the exposure we get for our nets. And I say perfect as in perfectly straight, so it won't collect anything. And the only way to correct this is by catching the wind, which of course is working against us because it's going in the direction of the debris field. So everything's moving improperly. But it's one of those things we just have to contend with and slowly deal with. But we will find a way to correct it, because I am not going to rush through the game just to get us into the steering wheel. I want to get us into a decent raft and get us some fun stuff before we go rush off to that. Now, the one thing I can do is I can just work on a different direction on the raft. I know I want to go 24 out, but I also want to go like 50 to 60 long. So I can just start working in a different direction. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll just improvise and adapt. And the great thing is Bruce will have a corner of the raft that he can attack. And he'll be a happy clam. Because Bruce loves attacking corners. Why? I don't know. But the stupid shark, that's just what it lives for. Don't ask me why. Let's keep that going. Ooh, we have an island coming. So let's prep up for the island. Because we're gonna do a few things here that I've been wanting to do. And so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna build ourselves an anchor. So we're gonna have that, but we're not gonna set the anchor until we're a lot closer to the island, because I don't want Bruce coming up and attacking the raft and wind up taking out my anchor, because that would be no fun. That'd have been a waste of mats. Okay, I'm thinking this is going to be close enough. So let's go ahead and toss our anchor right here. I don't want to be too close to this. To the island. And the reason why we don't want to be too close to it is because we're going to try to fool Bruce. Bruce, knock it off. We're going to take this fish bait and we're going to throw it out here. And soon as Bruce goes after it, come on, go after it, Bruce. There we go. We're going for it. Now, what I'm hoping for is we're going to be able to get a few decent things off of here. Any food would be great. But if we don't get food, we don't get food. We do need the wood, and we do need the vines. I am probably going to pitch those seeds. Okay, we got some watermelon here, and we're going to chow down on that right now because we need to be as strong as we can right now since we're on this island. Having our water at full level, literally, that is nice. Okay, so we got more of that. I am going to pitch the seeds because we just don't have the inventory space back on the raft for it. Okay, and oh, we can get coconuts here. Not too shabby. Oh, this is a mango tree. I thought this was a coconut tree. My bad. I was hoping we might be able to find some pineapples here, but I don't see any. Let's go up here. And you're going to be doing a lot of parkaying and of running and jumping and all that here. And this game is just full of puzzles. Believe it or not, when we go to the towns and all that, we're going to be having to deal with mazes and puzzles to get things figured out to move forward in progression. Oh, I missed. Let's try this again. There we go. And we picked up a crate. And see, now we got glass. So we're going to be able to research that. That's going to open up more research for us. Ooh, we've got pineapple. We've got coconut. And I'm going to... Matter of fact, I'm probably going to eat all of this stuff because I want to go exploring. And we're underwater here, and we have our hook. What we want to do is we want to look things around. We're going to watch out for the stupid shark because unfortunately the raft is close by, and the shark swims around the raft. But we want to grab stuff here. We want to grab stuff here at the bottom. Those are stones. Stones don't do as much good. This is the scrap metal that we need to make nails. And that, I do believe, is clay? Yes. And that right there is sand. And we're going to need that for our smelters. But after we get the juicer and we get the cooking pot, we're going to need the clay to make clay bowls so we can eat our soup. And the juicer, oh, okay. Here's a little hidden area. And, uh-oh, maybe not. That's not a hidden area. Okay. Where did it take us? Aha. Okay. That's not bad. But you take those hidden areas because a lot of times it's going to give you, take you to a chest or some place that you can loot. And so you really want to explore big time. So I'm going to go ahead and explore this, get as much as I can, and I will be back. Okay, now we didn't get very much stuff because my tool broke. And, yeah, when you only have so many materials, you can only take so many chances. So but we did get some decent stuff. Now, what we want to go ahead and do is see if this will unlock anything for us. So we're going to research the shell. That really didn't do anything for us. What about the seaweed? Nothing learned there, but, you know. And that's not going to let us research anything. What about the sand? Nothing. And what about that? Hey, the clay did open up the bowl for us. So, not too shabby. But, check this out. We go over to our materials. We go to wet brick. And we can go ahead and craft a wet brick. Now, we're going to need that wet brick so we can dry it out and make it into our smelter. Now, smelters take 6 of those. Unfortunately, to do that, we have to sacrifice one of them for research. And, it is what it is, but that's the bad part of doing the research, is that you wind up losing the item you're researching. So you have to sacrifice one to get something better. Yeah, okay, so we have that done. And let's see if we can find any more other food that we might have in here. We can go ahead and get this herring cooked up. Now, when I did come back to the raft, Bruce did take a chunk out of me. And, that's the evil you have to contend with when you jump off the raft. But it is what it is, and there's not much you can do about it. Just live with it. Live with Bruce. Okay, let's see. Do we have... Basically just want building materials in my inventory. Oh, I forgot. Let's go ahead and get these researched. Do I have any... Oh, we can get the bolt researched as well. So let's see what else, what little victuals is going to open up to us. Okay, did I do the plastic? Yeah, that's already done. The bolt? Ooh, look what the bolt opened up. Yeah. And now it's the better chest. And then this should open up the water purifier. There we go, the advanced water purifier. That's exactly what we want. But we can't do anything with the advanced water purifier strictly because we don't have the materials that it takes to create the smelter. And since we don't have that, we're kind of up of a creek here. So the only way we can get those materials is by going on the island. Now, this is where we really have to start working here, because let me show you. Here, there's several items that we need. A beehive, no big deal. Binoculars, no big deal. Sweep net, no big deal. But this one right here, the basic bow, we definitely want the basic bow, because the basic bow is going to, well, it's the only bow we get. But anyway, having the bow and arrow and killing Bruce, makes life so much easier. And then, of course, you have the metal spear, and then a sprinkler for our crops. We have the net gun for capturing animals, flippers so we can swim faster in the water, the advanced grill, which is we definitely want. So we are going to have to take the steps necessary to get those items. So let me formulate something, and then I'll be right back. Okay, the big brain has decided we're going to do it in the next episode. Now, what I'm going to do is, in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to expand the raft, because it does get a little bit of boring time just watching us build a rectangle. But I'm going to go ahead and travel to a few more islands, and I am going to slurp everything off the ground that I can and build up some of our building supplies, because what I would like us to accomplish in the next episode would be to build a smelter, because the smelter is going to be very critical for us to get to the next step of where we need to be as far as progression goes. because like to get the nice hook, having the bolts and all that requires metal, and being able to get away from the plastic hook would be a lot nicer, especially for going underwater. The metal hook is much faster. Plus, by having the smelters, we'll be able to get the flippers, which will allow us to swim faster underwater. And that's exactly what we want to do. And being able to have the bow so we can kill Bruce, and that would really help our food issue. So, yeah, I'm going to get all that taken care of in between episodes and get us prepared for the next episode. So, hopefully, you'll be a lot more excited and you'll be far more entertained. Because isn't that the point of all of this? Is learning how to play the game and have fun while doing it. So, hopefully you like the video. And if you do hit that like button. It allows more people to know about me. And, of course, you got to hit that subscribe button so you'll know when I make new videos. So, hopefully, you're having a great day, because I know I am. And I'm Larry, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye.